Good day, lords and ladies. You join us back on Planet Prime as what potentially could be the only Celeste survivors of the 107th Colonel Lightfoot Guard Regiment have managed to basically, in the 2 days they since have arrived, established a basic base of operations in a ruined building, some basic supplies thrown down. They've looked around the planet and it's not looking great. There's loads of weird things, and none of the known enemies of the Imperium are nearby. People claiming to be like the Empire, the broken Imperium. Like, what heresy is this? As it stands, they are just currently trying to survive and make a way for themselves in this world. So, what is our next objective? Probably we need wood, and not a small amount of it, since everything we're going to have is probably going to be wood powered for a little bit of time until we can get some kind of generator up. Ooh, visitors. We are low on food, that is true. A group of from Aphetium are visiting the colony. So what did our surveying of the radio chatter on this planet say? Aphetium, a civilian xeno-human union, a loose union of towns established by genetically modified humans for all kinds. This group is generally friendly towards outsiders. Okay. Mind Devourer. Ugh. Forsaken. Like, what is this? Let's see who has arrived. It's a baseliner and a baseliner, so we could talk to them. I mean, they are good. Like, they've got a couple of pistols, some supplies. I mean, do we want to antagonize them? What's their heretical religion? Collective cooperative. In an old universe of strife. Yeah, okay. Universal God. Right. Fascinating. Well, we will not allow them to spread their doctrine to us, but we can try negotiating with them. At least try trading. I mean, they're still humans. I mean, it would be a different thing if they were filthy Xenos. We've done a bit of mining. So we've got 400 steel. Yeah, this wall looks to be the best bit of it. So let's go. Like, to be honest, like, building out of wood is not something the Tech Priestess is going to be happy with at all. But, to be honest, we have limited options right now. So. Let's get a small, butchery building going, separate from the main building, obviously. Actually, I probably don't want to do it there. Line of sight. Let's throw it on. Yeah, let's throw it on. Let's throw it on the side of the building here. We will put a simple wooden door in here, butchery table, sort of stacking point for bodies, that kind of thing. That should be fine for now, and we do need to put a kitchen in somewhere. Like I said, this is all going to be basically temporary. We're not, like, this isn't going to be our proper base of operations. Once we've got some stuff going, we can basically develop it further. But the Tech Priestess is not happy with what this is. Like, she's very, very annoyed. Like, where's the concrete? Like, where's the concrete? Like, where's the steel? So we'll not be happy with all this organic material that could be used for biofuel and all this kind of stuff. So, power-wise, she's probably going to say, well, can we not, like, have some kind of generator? So you probably will want it to be something like that. The thing is, we're probably going to have to rip this building down because you will not want to build a generator out, like build the buildings around the generator out of wood. Because, you know, it gets on fire, it burns, that kind of thing. Food-wise, we are getting low on food. So, Sleepy as a human, like, as much as it would annoy Sergeant Harvey to do this, he's probably going to go up and see what they can get from this human. Like, not that they approve of their delusional idolatry. So what do we have? Duacrete. We could sell it, and in return, we have a bit of. No, we got a bit of money. Probably what the sergeant wants is as much field rations as we can get. Free components compared to medicine. The medicine is more important for me at the moment. So yeah, let's do that and get them to drop stuff off. He's then going to politely ask them to basically leave. Yeah. Oh, they're not a trade caravan, they're just like visitors. Okay. Okay, so we can't see well at the moment. It's very, very dark. I need to basically get some lights on so we can see what it is we're doing in these side rooms. Also, sleep in the barracks, please. I mean, it's not going to make you happy, but it will get rid of the sleeping in the ground. Like, sleeping in the heat. Yeah. Would you rather be outside in the cold? Yeah, it's an awful barracks, I know. So the first thing we'll want to do is we'll want to put generators in. But the tech priest is going to be probably a bit sort of finicky about where they go. So here's a good bet. We can sink them into the wall so they're protected from like likely artillery strikes, and have a power cable running up to basically running through to where we need them to go. Is it going to be expensive material-wise? Yes. Is it a nice, safer option? Yes. Defensive speaking, probably the easiest thing we can do right now. Do we have barricade? We haven't got any concrete, so it's going to have to be a wooden barricade. That also is probably going to annoy the tech priestess somewhat. Like, let's not lie, a lot of things are going to be annoying the tech priestess at the moment. So we just have to live with it, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll put some basic defenses down. Using the new mapping system that we have, no longer need the mod for that, which is lovely. And yes, like, will you leave? We don't need you anymore. Like, get lost. I mean, we can arrest you, but it's just going to be drain on our resources. Even like if one of you, well, actually, one of you is 70. I would say this is the new mod that adds like this tab that shows you where the injuries are, which is really nice to see. I mean, you're fine, but you've got like trash skills besides crafting, and you're great. You're 70 and got a bad back, so. Yeah, we are low food. We do need to get the food situation sorted out somewhat. To get this stuff hauled, get some defenses in place. Yeah, we're going to do production, like wooden butchering table. Is there anything nearby that we can easily hunt? There is the Mega Sloth. Okay. So yeah, let's get a simple wooden butchery table down. This zone behind it is going to be for critical clear all. It's going to be for animal corpses. No rotten. And it's going to, yeah, that should be fine for the time being. And you are all going to see why I was so nervous about hunting with lasguns now, folks. Well, let's actually get them. Let's get them to finish building stuff, then we can get to the task at hand. Our wood situation is also getting very, very low. Meal-wise, we're still okay for meals. But wood is going to become a deciding factor. We need to basically get some kind of power generation going on. Okay, we can get doing butcher creatures, do forever. Entity bodies, yeah. Okay, allow. Cook skill has to be 4 or above for it. I will say only. Only take them in this area, so we don't have the risk of nasty things happening. Okay, so with that going on, we can start doing a little bit of power. We do have just enough for what I want, so we can go wood-fired generator in here. We can go not Durasteel, let's go slate wall. Put that on along with a steel door. Okay. There's one thing the tech priest won't stand for is like he's putting up with a lot, but there are limits to what the tech priestess will stand for. Get this built up, resources in. We'll get a little bit of electricity being stored, produced from wood, and then we can move on to the next objective. Yeah, crops are starting to be grown, so we'll get some stuff stored away. But we need constant food generation. So that's done. Generator isn't powering anything, but that's fine. We're going to go hidden conduits because it's just more straightforward this way. Put it out. We go. It's probably just more straightforward to head out to here and put it in here, and we can then go. We can go from there. Floors. Yeah. Metal floor is fine. It's going to be expensive, I'm not going to lie, but hygiene is hygiene, and the tech priests know all about that. Let's just get this going. We still have 18 meals, so we're not screaming for problems. Hold this door open, please. Otherwise, it's going to cook like a kiln in there. I will also do wall-mounted vent, just to double check. But let's just get this made up as quickly as possible. We still have provisions that we can do. This floor's going to take a second to do. Yeah. Prioritize getting the power conduit in, please. Floor is going down. Okay. Yeah, we do have low food. But, like, this is going to get done. We're pumping out 1,000 watts. So, for what I want, what the tech priestess will want to basically happen, so we need to have at least 2 generators. Because we want to have stuff like concrete mixer, that kind of thing. Like, she wants to have a proper little manufactory and factorum basically going. But more than anything else, she will not permit to, like, she has limits. She will not want to have people making making food off a campfire. Like, she's not going to tolerate that. So, like, she will tolerate a lot of things, but that she will not. We do have enough room. And these do take a bit of energy. Okay, we do it like that. Right here. Get stuff made. Mine out the rest of this. Okay. No. Storage-wise, it's critical, but it's only going to be food, raw ingredients, clear all. That's going to be raw vegetables. Yeah. Sorry. Clear all, raw vegetables. Yeah. This one is going to be just clear all, critical. Meat. Okay. Copy the setting. Yeah, okay. Actually, we should probably say this one is... No, actually, no, we'll... Because there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can have... The drain on this isn't too bad, so we can sub one of these outside the front and get it built, as long as we get enough steel and stuff being made. Meals-wise, you've got 12, so we're okay. And we'll just go add a bill, cook simple meals. Say do until you have X. For those of you who don't know how to do this, you can then go unpause. So they repeat it once you get to a certain level. Always have 5 that, or set it to... Yeah. Always have like 12 meals, so that they're basically, well, let's probably go 20. And they'll unpause at 10. Raw ingredients, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Just want to find the insect stuff. Human meat, even if they do allow it in the Imperium, it's like, yeah, if you eat corpse starch and you like the taste of it, never admit you like the taste of corpse starch if you want to keep living in the Imperium of Man, because you disappear really quickly. Okay, so we've got the basic infrastructure up. We've got the kitchen going. We've got storage for our goods. We have a butchery place. We've got a little generator going. But this is just basically the start. This is the basic compound. This is our basic little compound, and what comes next is like the tech priestess is going to say to Sergeant, look, this is not good for the machine god. Like, this is for the Emperor of Mankind, for the machine god, for the Omnisire. We need to have like a proper base, and she's going to suggest that, like, as good as this, like, either we turn this whole square into a base, or like, it depends what we want to do. We need to either develop tech. We basically, like, at this stage we are just trying to survive. So the good sergeant is thinking through his options. Really thinking through his options, to be honest. Meal-wise, we're going to go clear all, critical, and then we're going to go meals. And go, like, basically fine meal and package 5 for meal we don't need to do, but simple meals and simple nutrient paste meals. How did these guys get in? They just flew in through the door? They're eating my rations. And here we're going to say clear all, food, raw ingredients, raw meat. Okay. Okay, so now we do really have to go hunting. So everyone but Erwin, you're up, because I'm going to show you just how dangerous Imperial weaponry can be, folks. And why, if you put the hunting thing on, the game goes... If you try and go... Yeah, no hunter with valid weapon, and you're going to see why. So, we are going to attack this guy. Get your las rifle out, you fool. I mean, it's very effective, but it sets stuff on fire. But that should help us with our hunting issues for the time being. We don't need a lot. We just need enough to basically keep ourselves going. So yeah, food-wise, we are maintained to the extent where we can. We are sort of self-sufficient enough. Yeah, probably having somewhere. Did we have this for raw meats? Yeah, okay. So this one is going to be important, the others are going to be critical. Okay, so it's an overflow meat storage, basically. Area revealed. That can be terrifying. Yeah. So, get some simple meals up and going. Anything we have available. We should also harvest some supplies. Okay, so since it looks like we're going to be here a while, Maria thinks we should give the faction a name. What should the faction be called? We're going to call the faction the Colonel 107th Light Foot Guard Regiment. I probably like Light Foot Guard. I might not put the regiment of LFG. Okay. And Maria also thinks what we call a settlement. We're going to call this Base Camp Alpha. Or maybe Outpost Alpha or Command Post. No, Command Post. Okay. So, Command Post Alpha is set up. And we are the Colonel 107th Light Foot Guard as our faction name, as you can see here. Fantastic. So yeah, we're going to harvest some more steel because we need to. Our power supply is not bad, but it's nowhere near the levels that Tech Priestess wants. So we need to find some more compact machinery. There's a bit up here that we can mine out from the rubbish. Compact machinery. Okay, so compacted machinery. Okay, so fantastic. Yeah, get that stuff mined out. Ooh, painful psychic drone. Yeah, drops the male mood. That's not great. Which also means that we have psychics upon the planet. Heresy. If the Xenos weren't bad enough, we have to put up with now these fetid mutant abominations. The God Emperor does like to test us so. Right. So, plan of action. Get this power generator up. So we have a nice, and you're saying, oh, why do we need to have so much extra power? You still got stuff. It's like, well, there's a really simple reason for that. Because our tech priest is not, well, tech priestess is not going to be, no, it's tech priest. You do see it, you do get tech priestess and tech priest depending what Forge Worlds and what ranking they're doing. But more than anything else, the tech priestess will be frustrated with a couple of things. One is the use of wood that can be turned into good, efficient biofuel. So you will not be happy with the waste of resources for building structures if you can help it. Which means that C will want to get something else to do it instead. Like, we have some slate blocks. We got some marble stuff we can rip down here. Some Durasteel stuff. But, like, more than anything else, he'll want to get a factorum going. Or something that he can use as a factorum. So she's probably going to tell the Imperial Guard Sergeant, because it's the Mechanicum, well, the Mechanicus, and they don't really like taking orders from anybody. Well, depending. Because, like, the thing is, we still don't know if Maria was a tech adept on the Imperial Naval Troop Transport ship, the Hercules, if she was basically one of their complement, or if she was basically a tech priest or tech adept for one of the regiments. Like, she hasn't said. So, she is being deliberately reluctant to tell information. But we do have a couple of things. Now that we have power, we can do away with some of the more inconvenient things. A light in that room would be fine. But yeah, the tech priestess will be like, I don't want to see like wooden torches and that kind of thing. She wants to see electric light, like the motor force. She wants to see the motor force. So it is important for her that she has these home comforts and they set them up as soon as possible. Mechanically, it's good for us because we want to try and reduce the amount of wood burning that's going on. Because the less wood burning we have, the more we can use it for powering the fires of industry. Which is important for our tech priest. So, now, we are going to put her storage here as critical, clear all, and it's just going to be chunks, and she's the one that gets it there. Yeah, no corpses go there if they're... I have to say fresh they're human, we'll just not say animal corpses. That reminds me, because I'd forgotten about that, and it's a very good point. I'd forgot to do the most 40k thing, put down a burn pit. Somewhere we can have just like burning detritus. Nothing quite like saying in the Imperium then having 0 health standards. So, clear all and waste. There we go. So we've got, basically, by the second episode, we have a fairly functioning colony. We've got rice production, some more rice production, potatoes. I would like to turn over to wheat as well, because wheat we can process and it lasts a long time, so it's a good emergency food stuff for us. The kitchen is tiny. I'm not going to lie, we need to basically expand it out. But, yeah, so for this time being, we have a workable solution. Okay. I am going to set everyone, unless it's serious, everyone is going to go to herbal medicine. And they're all going to have one. And we shall save the good quality stuff for, like, serious emergencies. First aider can self-tend. And because we are the Imperial Guard, and we are of the Imperium of Man, we are not going to basically tolerate things being aggressive towards us. We're just going to straight out kill them. So, see that as you may. Yeah, we've got to start hauling these rocks as well. Try get rid of stuff that gives the enemy a defensive advantage. Okay, so we want a wall light. We want concrete. And a... yeah, I'll take a metal chair. Storage. Yeah. So yeah. Get some concrete going, and we can start converting ourselves into a proper Imperial facility. Because the Emperor knows we need it. We've got to burn corpses. Do forever. Human-like, as long as they're not colonists. Yeah, slaves, yeah. That's permitted. The rest of it we'll just have to think about. And we'll add another bill. Cremate corpse. And basically for rotten animals. Okay. So, as it stands, this takes 800 watts of power to build. So it is a massive drain on our resources. Sorry, concrete. Yeah, there we go. Concrete, rebar, and packed concrete. So, mining that out. We're mining out steel. That's coming along nicely. That's coming along. That's coming along. Yeah. Comfortability. Comfort is not great compared to, like, if you look at a wooden chair. Yeah, comfort is nice and comfy on a wooden chair, but this is the Imperial Man. Cult Mechanicus does not care about your well-being. It just wants results. So, let's get ourselves some concrete. Yes, lovely, lovely concrete. Probably at this point, mining-wise, the Tech Priest can come off that. What's he going to do? Clean dirt, play darts. Yeah, have a bit of downtime. All is going to plan. We do have to keep an eye on our profit. We are getting more and more expensive by the day. But the thing is, like, if we can get concrete, we can do stuff like concrete floors. Like, because the thing is, these floors horrify the Tech Priest. Like, so he is not happy. We being raided. First raid. A group of pirates from the Cannon Vampires has arrived. They will attack immediately. Oh god, it's some horrible Xeno. Hiveling. Soldiers of the Imperium, to arms. Arm yourself, my brothers. Quickly. How fast are they coming? You may not have time to don the appropriate gear. Quickly, they're getting close. Battle stations. For the God Emperor of mankind. Some of you are a bit more... I mean, the models on this are really nice. The person who did this put a lot of effort into this. Yeah. I may have to restructure this defensive bunker a bit. It is a bit narrow, but it will do the job for the time being. As you kind of come around this way. Okay. Let's see how this goes. So we have Jacob, this filthy hiveling. Experiment of the Sophian Empire. My god, they're doing forbidden gene experiments. Look at them. Oh god, they can implant us with their... It's horrible. It has to be killed. Death to the Xenos. Death to the Xenos, the heretic, and the traitor. Burn them! Burn them, my brothers and sisters of the Imperial Guard. Okay, so it's down. Finish it off. I do love this, the new Meditab feature. You can just see the injuries and where it is on the body. Very nice. Very, like, thematical. I like it a lot. Secure the resources. And someone can kill the alien. We claim... We've got to take its head, we've got to take its skull as a warning to other Xenos. Don't get us confused, we are not followers of Cain, well, Corn. New quest. A group of poor children are approaching looking for help. The children are begging for medicine. They need a medicine to help their friends and thereby supplement by this being devastated by a raid. You can give items to the children by selecting a colonist and then right-clicking on Kiak. The children will move on in one day. Are not part of any faction. Okay. So, where are these children? So they're wandering into the map. I thought they said there were 6. Oh, group of poor children. Okay. So what are you? Non-human. High mate, non-human. Oh dear. Like... Hussars are engineered soldiers. They fight aggressively and with precision. Heal fast, thrive in extreme temperatures and fuel, and freely ingest military drugs. Like, so these kids aren't, like, high mate design, companion concubines, unique ability to psychically bond. Ooh, no. Like, the Imperium does allow a degree, like, you got to remember the Imperium's very much like, is it a natural, mutation? Like for example, like with Ogrins and Ratlings and that kind of thing. And some other, you do get like other like beast races which are like natural evolutionary sort of like evolutionary traits. They're not talked about as much in the 40k lore as they used to be. But they were like stuff like basically like beastmen, like I'm not gonna say cat girls, but basically like if you think of beastmen from Warhammer Fantasy, it was that kind of thing. Like, but like the Imperium has like a really hard line on genetic alteration. They don't tolerate it because it's the purity of the human race. Like even stuff like the Space Marines. Well, the Space Marines are basically considered to be demi-humans. They are no longer human. They are like a transhuman like species of humanity. But even like some Imperial worlds really don't like the Space Marines because of it. But like this is this is problematic. Let's line up, because like these things are like, if we allow them to breed, like they're saying they're going to help their like people they know. Will you? Stop pulling your knife out for every situation. Okay. Okay, you two are going to suit you. You two are going to suit you. And you're going to basically suit you. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Finish them off. Leave not the monster, the heretic, the alien. It's basically, let not the Xeno, the heretic, or the traitor live. But we are playing the Imperium, folks, and this is why I said this is going to be a very different campaign to how I normally play. Like, this campaign is going to be a lot more front confrontational. Once we get the feeling that, once our guys get the feeling that, like, they are secure in their holding here, they are probably going to become very confrontational with most of the factions on the planet. Or at least they're not going to be pushed about by them. But that's for next time. I've been Cornish-Knight, and this has been Rimworld Odyssey, Far From Home, and I shall see you again next time. Goodbye, folks.